Hi, this is Steve from safeguardmy.com. Today I'm going to show you integration from our system, safeguardmy, to another application called Zapier. Zapier is a great cloud-based tool which allows you to automate tasks between different online services, and I'm going to use Zapier to automate the moving of my client's cloud accounting backups that I receive via email across into Dropbox. So I'm just going to log in and give you a little bit of background first of all. So if I'm going to log in as my accounting user here, so that you can see my list of clients on the screen and from the different systems, also when the last backup was performed and also when the next backup is due to be performed. So from within here I can see what I'm due to expect. What I've then done within my Dropbox folder is create a Zapier folder just for this example, and within here a subfolder called safeguardmy, and you can see the previous backups that I've already received via email and sent across to Dropbox. Just for a bit of clarity as well, within my inbox here, what I tend to do is filter out all my emails for safeguardmy and drop them into a different folder. So here, so I've just allocated them a category and a label within Gmail. So if I head over to Zapier, and this is my dashboard having logged in, I can see the current zaps that I have against my account, and this one here is with these relevant icons for Gmail to Dropbox is one that we're worried about today. So I'm just going to click on here and also go into the edit option, which will take us into the background of this zap. So Zapier referred to these transactions as zaps, and I'm going to be triggering and setting up different actions. So from the Gmail, I'll just click on Gmail here, and it'll show you all the different applications that Zapier integrate with. So from my Gmail, my action is to pick up any emails with a new attachment. You can see there's other ones available here. Having selected that trigger and action for Gmail, I've then moved across to Dropbox. And you can see if I wanted to, I've also got Box and Google Drive in here as well. So having selected Box, I'm then going to copy the file from the trigger and move that across into Dropbox. As part of the process, you'll go through and authorise Zapier to connect to your other systems, which I've already done. I can just test this account here, so I can test that my email's configured correctly, and I can also test that Zapier has access to my Dropbox folders. Once I've done that, I then come down to the point where I actually want Zapier to check my inbox, and I've told it to check out my label called safeguardmy, so the folder where all my emails are going into, and within that folder I've then also told it that I want to be quite specific and pick out a custom filter. So in this scenario I'm using the subject, but you can also use any of the fields attached to a typical email, such as the to name and the to address. And the criteria here is that any email that comes in with a subject that contains the words data backup for, which is our default text, to which we append the client name. Scrolling further down, I can then also say, right, okay, from here I'm then going to populate Dropbox, and I've used the folder that we created earlier, Zapier, and a subfolder called safeguardmy. The trigger requires the file, so we've just picked up the attribute from Gmail, which is the attachment, and then an optional feature here to overwrite. So in this occasion I've said no, which will actually create an alternate copy of the latest backup with a suffix appended to the file name. What Zapier then allows you to do is try that out. So having done the configuration before I make it live, I can say, okay, let's give that a whirl. So it's now validating my Gmail, applying the filter, and return any emails it finds. And you can see here it's found a range of backups that I have in my inbox based on that criteria. And as a quick test, I can say, right, okay, yep, I want to try that. So for both my, let's say my 0 backup, I'm going to send that across to Dropbox, and I'm also going to do the receipt bank one as well on this occasion. So I've sent across my 2 backups just to test. The final step here is to actually enable the Zap. So I've given it a name called safeguardmy backups, and I'm going to make that Zap live. And you can see here it also indicates that my schedule will be checked on the plan that I have with Zapier every 15 minutes. I'm going to make that live. And if I move across to my my Dropbox, you can now see within the last minute or so it's actually moved across my latest copy of my Pro Sport backup, not overridden the previous one, and the same with the receipt bank one as well. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, please drop me a line at steve@businessbackbone.co.uk. Bye for now.